The most meaningful relationship you will ever have is with yourself. Often delaying yourself until we gain something, we have a dream job, we see it in a certain way, or find the right person. As if they are the reason we need to cherish ourselves. But loving yourself does not depend on what you are doing or what you have. Loving yourself means to embrace all of who you are, regardless of where you are in life. Developing self-affection is more than positive assertions and inspirational quotes. Self-love is practice respect and acknowledge yourself, then spread it towards others. So, how can you love yourself? Know yourself. Considering the life you have devoted with yourself, you would assume you know yourself completely. Right? We know very little about who we are. Like and dislike, we vary depending on circumstances or relationships. But, take the time to get to know who you are, like and dislike, strength and weakness, value, and trust will help you be honest with yourself and hold yourself accountable. Honesty is the foundation for a strong relationship. How well do you know yourself? We are all cognizant of the things we need to achieve community, or people who want our family. Sometimes, it's easy to get caught up in the projection of who we are. Lost touch with our core values, needs, and desires. And if you don't know yourself well, it's hard to choose a way of life that makes you feel happy and fulfilled. You can also find yourself a relationship that isn't suitable for you, or you might feel lonely because no one knows you're real. We will guide you through 7 steps you can take if you want to get to know yourself better. Along the way, we will see why you know every aspect you are very important, and we will explore general difficulties. When you get to know yourself better, you will see an increase in your overall welfare. Before practicing any technique to get to know yourself, it's important to be open-minded for the unknown discoveries that may await you. After all, some aspects of who you are might surprise you, if you find it difficult to break away from the assessment of others. Once you are equipped with the notion of accepting and inquisitive, you must discover a congenial and amazing process of self-discovery. Here are the 7 best ways to know various aspects of you, along with some of the most prominent benefits that you can expect from taking every step. 1. Get to know your core value. In related notes, it is important to think not only about your properties but also about your values. Most for you? Psychologists often suggest that most of us have around 8 core values and that this plays the biggest role in motivating our choices at work, at home, and in everyday life. Make a list of 8 values that you think guide you. Most times, this will be the moral commitment you have. For example, through honesty, compassion, an open mind and so on. Others will reflect where you find most joy in life, e.g. values such as learning, fun, or have a variety of experiences. You can learn more about yourself if you think about how and when these values were developed. Do your parents model it for you, or do your values evolve opposite what you see when you grow up? 2. Get to know your body. When we think of self-knowledge, it is easy to focus on at the expense of physical. However, getting to know your body is important as you know the ins and outs of your mind. Too often, our body is treated as an enemy, or as a reflection. Learn more about your body, help you set realistic goals and know your own limits, and help you feel more comfortable on your own skin. And express your physical abilities, open to try new things to see if they fit your body. The practice of mindfulness meditation, such as body scanning exercises, to allow yourself to feel more aligned with your breathing and movement. If you struggle with the problem of body image, challenge yourself to think of 5 things that you like about what your body can do, or have done. 3. Identify your strength and weakness. Getting to know yourself is about developing an actual picture of who you are, including the parts you are proud of and the parts you strive from time to time. Do your strength and weakness inventory, starting with your strength. Think about what you like about yourself, and part of your that gets the most effective evaluation. For illustration, maybe you are repeatedly informed that you are extremely patient with others, or you perceive you have a positive vision. When identifying your weaknesses, ask yourself whether there are common themes in your failure or in your disappointing episode of life. In addition, consider whether you are often asked to do certain aspects of you. Connect with your inner child. Throughout your life, you may experience many difficulties. Some of them might have occurred in your younger years, and you might still bring these old wounds to be an adult. To get well, you must change how you approach and address these wounds. Negative inner dialogue, toxic relationships, and holding on to the past reopen these wounds and it difficult to move on. Part of loving yourself is giving yourself space and time to heal. These wounds don't heal overnight. Be gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself as you would talk to a child with love, compassion, and understanding. Reach out to a professional if you need help. Forgive yourself. To love yourself, you must forgive yourself for past mistakes and future potential. Don't wrong thinking forgiveness due to lack of accountability. Forgiveness means recognizing your mistakes and all emotions that accompany them. Then, let go of guilt to provide space for growth. Be yourself. Trying to be someone else is a waste of your energy. So why bother being someone else? It is easy to feel pressured to take on a unique personality. Jobs and social situations can force you to do so. People please to avoid arguments or having everything goes. However, please people take your strength and identity. It can make you feel dissatisfied and tired. Overestimating another person's opinion about you can create a negative internal dialogue where you often compare yourself to others. This pattern of thinking scrapes your self-esteem and prevents you from growing and falling into the person you want to make. To embrace yourself, stop comparing yourself to others. Take an extended break from social media and take time to figure out who you are. Sure, you may find areas where you want to improve, but it doesn't make you less workable, loved, or whatever adjective you try to be. Say no. Boundaries are important because they urge people to give you respect and cue them in how they should treat you. There will be people who come into your life who will want to rob you of your time. Maybe it's the coworker who asks for help when you're swamped, or the boss who asks you to work overtime again. When you say yes, you prioritize someone else's needs over your own, and they will think it is all right to take advantage of you. Boundaries help you prioritize your needs and teach others to respect you. Treat yourself as you would treat others. It's easy to be kind and forgiving towards a stranger, but how often do you extend that to yourself? The simplest way to practice love is loving yourself in the same way as you show love to others. Maybe you are the type of person who checks with your friends or you send them a good night text before going to bed. Do it yourself too. Check in with yourself, give yourself compliments, treat yourself, take yourself out to dinner. Be careful of how you speak to yourself. When you make a mistake, do not beat yourself up about it. Think of how you would handle that situation if your best friend or younger sibling had done it. Would you be so harsh on them? Not. So do not be so harsh on yourself either. Keep your promise that you produce to yourself. One of the most fundamental ways of practicing self-love is by keeping the promises you make to yourself. Do not confuse this with setting goals. Sometimes, we use goals as an excuse to postpone self-love. Goals can be conditional. Keeping promises to yourself is more than an achievement. They help you gain confidence in yourself. For example, if you set your aim, make a plan and work to achieve it. Don't take it home if you promise yourself that you will cook. After going through what you say to yourself teaches you self-discipline and creates confidence. Take care of yourself. This means in all aspects and work out, eat right, meditate, or see a therapist. Regardless of how you are taking care of yourself, first care about taking care of yourself. Be invested in your nutrition. Start cooking healthy food for yourself, see food as fuel, and exercise to be stronger, no thinner. Take vitamin supplements and ask your doctor about your body. Pay attention to what you consume. Not only in food but media content too. Think about what you feed your mind. Learn about new topics or teach yourself something new. Grow your habits and plan for your purpose. But do all this with intention. Do not do it just because someone tells you. Being healthy shouldn't limit or avoid. Should empower you to be and feel better. 1. Train your body for a happy mind. Small exercise will run far to reduce stress. Even just a quick walk in the morning will energize and motivate you for the next day. Set your alarm a little earlier than usual and press the sidewalk. Save time by preparing the night before. Place your sportswear so you can start with minimal preparation time. 2. Fast morning meditation. 5 or 10 minutes meditation each morning will help balance your mind for a busy day in front. Take a few moments to relax before you prepare that day. Think of all the things you are grateful for and give yourself a positive encouragement. 3. Save the journal. Writing is a therapeutic activity. In just a few minutes, you can write thoughts, worries, gratitude, or whatever comes to mind. Save a journal near your bed and make it a habit to write some paragraphs or even sentences every night before you go to bed. 4. Read books or magazines. We all need to escape from occasional reality care. On the next lunch break, get from your computer and take a book in your favorite genre or hobby magazine. Reading is a relaxed activity that helps us escape from the pressure of our lives. 5. Contact old friends. Reconnect with someone you haven't talked to for a while. Life is busy blocking friendship. Career, family, responsibility makes us forget those who love us. Friends are remote memories. In the age of social media, people track friends through various social media sites, but take the phone. 6. Schedule time for yourself. When we fill our calendar for that day, we rarely schedule time for ourselves. We remember important conference calls, meetings and deadlines. Next time you fill your daily calendar schedule for yourself. Schedule time in the morning to exercise. Schedule time at night to visit with friends. 7. Unplug from technology. People reach their cell phones first when they wake up. Then the work starts. Checking leads to a reply to email, and before you find out, it's time to get up and get ready to work. Leave the electronics until you give yourself to prepare for the day. Take the time for breakfast, the most important meal that day, and save the email for the end of your morning ritual. Eat organic healthy food for lunch. We did not spend enough time to take care of our bodies. Lunch comprises eating outside, which is not always healthy. Pre-pack your lunch the night before and take care of your body with nutritious food. Bring your lunch from your desk and relax. Self-love is different for everyone, but the end goal is to foster a sense of joy and care towards the person you are today and will become tomorrow.